Hello and welcome as we continue our review of years gone by. Today we are looking back at the Irish Greyhound year that was 2012, 10 years ago as I speak these words. A famous year for many reasons. It was the year of the London Olympics. Vladimir Putin and Barack Obama were both elected, be it in Russia and in the USA. I wonder how those two lads ended up doing. In music, well, one of the big tunes of the year was Gangnam Style, but I can gladly say it never reached #1 in Ireland, although it was the first record ever to hit 1 billion views on YouTube. Some achievement. Some of these are available on YouTube, not quite 1 billion views, but for reasons known to ourselves, they've had plenty of views. We're going to kick off the start of 2012 with a certain Town Sand. He ran out a tremendous winner of the Gold Cup for the famous Seamus Shanks Whelan, a star both on the hurling field in his youth and, of course, as a trainer a little bit later on in his days.
In 1, Air Force Roger. 2, Minds a Pint. 3, Mildeen Panther. 4, Town Sand. In 5, Fastaway King. And 6 is Broadstrand Lad. And away they go. It's number 4, Fast Out. That's Town Sand leads up from Mildeen Panther and Minds a Pint in the corner. And it's Town Sand showing the way from Mildeen Panther in second. 2.5 lengths in it off the second bend with 4 Town Sand. 3 Mildeen is after him, but Town is still holding that advantage. Mildeen is close to 2 lengths on the third bend. It's Town Sand from Mildeen Panther off the final bend, and Town Sand out front, being chased by Mildeen who's coming at him, but Town Sand wins at number 4. Town Sand the winner. Second is 3 Mildeen Panther, and third number 5 Fastaway King. Good time 29.71. So a fantastic performance there. Town Sand, owned and trained by Shanks Whelan from just outside Wexford Town. The son of Aesai Rumble and Tyford Blackie wins the SAS Live Shelburne Gold Cup.
Yeah, great performance there from Town Sand. He had ended 2011 on a high, winning the Waterford Masters, and then to produce such a fine performance in winning the Gold Cup. Great days for Seamus Shanks Whelan. Now we're going to switch our attention to Shelburne Park, and one of the stars over 2010, 2011 and indeed 2012 was a certain Tyre Big Mike, a dog that we all remember so fondly, such a brilliant performer, beaten favourite in the Derby in 2010. Here he was almost 2 years later, landing the Easter Cup in tremendous fashion, beating a stellar field, which included Irish Derby champion Razzle Dazzle George.
In 1, Tyre Big Mike. 2, Razzle Dazzle George. 3, Kingo. 4 is Pablo Supreme. 5, Tyre Willie Joe. And 6, Razzle Dazzle Will. And away they go. There's number 3, Best Out. That's Kingo. Now Tyre Big Mike races up on the inside. 3, Kingo. Razzle Dazzle George well positioned on the inside. But Big Mike runs very wide on the bend. And it's Kingo now. Shows in front out of the second bend. From 1, Tyre Big Mike in second. Then 2, Razzle Dazzle George on the inside. And 4, Pablo Supreme. And Big Mike goes on again at the third. But he'll run wide again. In behind, Razzle Dazzle George well positioned, but it's Big Mike leads for home. Tyre Big Mike, Razzle Dazzle George coming at him, but Tyre Big Mike wins it from 2, Razzle Dazzle George, and 3, Kingo in third. The time 29.73. A thrilling race, and it's close to the finish, but I think Tyre Big Mike has done it.
Yes, indeed. What a Greyhound Tyre Big Mike was. It really was great to see him back in action, a superstar on the track, and he turned out to be a fairly handy stud dog too. Great days for PJ Fahey and his star, Tyre Big Mike. Now we're going to stay at Shelburne Park because we're going to look at the 600. This year, it was the Betfair 600. Razzle Dazzle George was back in action, having won the 2011 Derby at Shelburne Park, and we reached the English Derby in 2011. He had also a stellar 2012. He didn't happen to win on this occasion either. Dolores Root's charge was denied, but thankfully for Dolores, he was denied by another of his kennel companions. It was Kingo who was capturing this famous competition for the second year running. What a greyhound he was.
And in 1 is Razzle Dazzle George. 2, Tibetan Skies. 3, Rock Chest Bullet. 4, Razzle Dazzle Will. 5, Kingo. And 6, Crossfield Star. Here coming up behind traps
And away they go, and it's a pretty level start. 4 is out fast, one leading up. That's Razzle Dazzle Will with 3 on the inside of him. Rock Chase Bullet into the corner. 3 Rock Chase Bullet just the leader. There goes Kingo between him into the back, and Kingo, last year's winner, takes it up. Crossfield Star is at the rear at this stage, and leading down the back it's 3. Or 5 I should say. Kingo leading from 4. Razzle Dazzle Will, the 2 half brothers. Now the 3 of them are there because Razzle Dazzle George has joined in off the final bend, and it's Kingo out front. Can this be the double? He joins Ballybeg Prim as the only dog to win it twice, and it's Kingo the winner. Second is Razzle Dazzle George. It's close for third between Tibetan Skies and Razzle Dazzle Will. The time is 32:40. It's an exceptional run from Kingo, and he picked a great night to do it. So victory there for Kingo.
Yes, Kingo, what a professional greyhound he was. He really did love that 600-yard trip. Mildeen Tally was another star on the track. She captured the Sporting Press Irish Oaks in June around Shelburne Park.
And in 1 is Mildeen Tally, 2 Tantalans K, 3 Cabramilli, 4 Rockburst Delta, 5 Millbank Lola, and 6 is Solo Star. And away to go. 3 Cabramillis out fast. So is 1 Mildeen Tally. They're neck and neck to the man. 1 Mildeen on the inside. 3 Cabramilli. Oh, they're bumping between them. And turned over on the corner was 5 Millbank Lola, and down the back it's Mildeen Tally out by 2 lengths from 3 Cabramilli. Then comes 2 Tantalans K into the third bend, and it's Mildeen in front by a length from Cabramilli. But this Mildeen is a stayer. So is Cabramilli turning for home. Mildeen is in front and going to win it. And Mildeen Tally pulls away to win it for John O'Flynn Jr. and Tony O'Connell and Clive Francis. Second is Cabramilli, number 3. And third, number 4, Rockburst Delta. The time is 28:75. The result of that thrilling Sporting Press Irish Oaks final. The winner, number 1, Mildeen Tally, trained by John O'Flynn Jr. Second, number 3, Cabramilli. And third, number 4, Rockburst Delta. The time 28:75.
Yes, indeed, a 2.5 length winner, Mildeen Tally. What a superstar she was. It wasn't her only big success. She also captured the Select Stakes at Waterford later in the year. We're about to see her in action. It was the first Select Stakes. It had been known as the Waterford Masters up to this point, but she was a tremendous winner of this competition also.
1 Avis Fantasy, 2 is Mildeen Tally, in 3 Urard Gem, in 4 we have Razzle Dazzle Riga, trap 5 on your card is Killine and Cash, and 6 is Krelko. The hare coming up behind traps. And away they go in a flying start by 2 Mildeen Tally. 4 Razzle Dazzle Riga cuts for the inside, but it's 5 Killine and Cash challenging 2 Mildeen Tally. 2 Killine or 5 Killine and Cash goes on from 2 on the outside. Mildeen Tally, 6 Krelko getting a run up the inside. Down the far side it's 2 Mildeen Tally, 5 Killine and Cash, 6 on the outside Krelko, 4 Razzle Dazzle Riga trying to get into it. Then comes 1 Avis Fantasy, but off the final bend 2 Mildeen Tally now starting to show in front again from 5 Killine and Crash up the home straight. 2 Mildeen Tally on the near side. Mildeen Tally just gets there from 5 Killine and Cash. What an absolute thriller. Desperately close for third spot, but there was no doubt about the winner. It was Mildeen Tally in 28:67. And so the result of the 2012 Gainfeed Select Stakes, a fine winner in the form of Trap 2, Mildeen Tally. Second was 5 Killine and Cash, with 6 Krelko back in third. The winning time, 28:67.
Yes, Mildeen Tally claiming a second big title in 2012, but the Laurels Truth certainly wasn't finished there. Earlier in the year, in July, she had captured the Race of Champions with the brilliant Razzle Dazzle Riga. What a greyhound he was. The 2011 Laurels winner captured the Race of Champions in 2012, and he went on the following year to capture the Irish Sprint Cup. A real star, a great versatile greyhound, and of course, great publicity because he was owned by none other than Micheál Murhertig.
In 1, Razzle Dazzle Riga, 2, Ballymacvic, 3, Droopy's Jet, in 4, Power of God, 5, Shelburne Jeff, 6, Bubbly Phoenix. A lot of money for Jet, but Razzle Dazzle Riga the favourite. In 1 as the hare comes up behind traps. And away to go. Riga's away well. So is 2 Ballymacvic. These are leading to the corner. Riga sticking to the rail, leading from 2 Ballymacvic. Just about a half a length in it around the opening corner. Increase that now to a length, and Razzle Dazzle Riga goes on by a length and a half into the back from 2 Ballymacvic. On the inside, Droopy's Jet and Bubbly Phoenix on the outside. But Riga has a length and a half in hand now onto the bottom bend. Ballymacvic rallying in second. It looks between the pair of them. Droopy's Jet running on, but it's Razzle Dazzle Riga. Tight railing, gains ground there, goes on to win it. Ballymacvic in second, and Droopy's Jet in third. So the favourite does it. That's Razzle Dazzle Riga, perfectly drawn and running a huge race, winning in a very fast time of 29:58. And the the result of the Betfair Race of Champions. The winner, number 1, Razzle Dazzle Riga, trained by Laurels for Michal Merhertic. Second, number 2, Barry McVick. And third, number 3, Droopy's Jet. Time 29:58.
I went down to the traps. I watched it from the trap position outside the railing because his nose was first to appear. He stayed in front all the way around. I still don't know what he won by, but kept ahead, took all the bends exceptionally well. He's a brilliant railer, some very good dogs behind him. On the night, he had the luck to get out in front, and he stayed in front, and it's a good way to be.
Yes, 2012, a very memorable year for Dolores Ruth, through the likes of Kingo, Razzle Dazzle Riga, Mildeen Tally. And of course, she also won the Puppy Derby with Razzle Dazzle Luke, who went on to race in Australia. Sadly, didn't happen for him over there, picked up an injury after about his third or fourth start, but was retired in sunnier climes. Meanwhile, back in Ireland, Subway Ruth was to emerge a good winner of the Cesarewitch at Mullingar for, of course, that man, the Hall of Famer, Francie Murray.
The hair on the spin for the final of the game feeds Irish Cesarewitch from the rail out. Subway Ruth, Incitacious, Smart Fantasy, Barefoot Machine, Crossfield Star and Dynamic Trend. Here's the bunny, and away they go, and one Subway Ruth away well on the inside. On the outside, a little bit of argy-bargy between 5 and 6, Crossfield Star and Dynamic Trend. The one dog Subway Ruth has the advantage at the first couple of corners for Barefoot Machine. Harry's on the outside now, half a length down. It's 1, 4, 3, 5 and 6, and the two dog trails him, clearing on the bunny. Subway Ruth leads at the car park turn by a length, cuts the nose off the 4 dog and runs a beautiful final corner and opens up by 4 or 5 lengths. Subway Ruth, a daughter of a former winner, Forest Baby, pulls clear for a fantastic win in the Cesarewitch, the champ for 2012. Subway Ruth in a time a blistering 33:07. Well, what a fantastic race that was. The result, first number 1, Subway Ruth, owned by Alan Dunn and Malahide and trained by Francie Murray. Second, number 4, Barefoot Machine. And third, number 6, Dynamic Trend. The time, a rocket fast, 33:07.
Yes, Subway Ruth, a good winner of the Cesarewitch around Mullingar for Francie Murray, who certainly knows his way around the Midlands track, and of course, owner Alan Dunn. Now we're going to switch our attention again back to Shelburne Park and the aptly named Champion Stakes. And in 2012, we had a very apt winner in the form of Droopy's Jet. What a star he was. And while he achieved plenty on the track, he really was a superstar at stud.
In 1, Droopy's Jet, 2, Razzle Dazzle Barak, 3, Ballymacvick, 4, Razzle Dazzle Bugatti, 5, Tibetan Skies, and 6 is Sparta Maestro. On away they go, and it's number 3, well out Ballymacvick, so is Razzle Dazzle Bugatti, and 1, Droopy's Jet on the inside, and it's Droopy's Jet just the leader into the bend from Ballymacvick in second, and then comes 4, the Razzle Dazzle Bugatti racing down the back, and leading here is 1, Droopy's Jet, 3, Ballymacvick, 4 is next, that's Razzle Dazzle Bugatti, Sparta Maestro on the outside, and Tibetan Skies just in behind, but around the final bend, and Droopy's Jet in command here by a length and a half from Ballymacvick in second, and surely he's not going to be caught, and Droopy's Jet races away to win it very nicely. Second is 3, Ballymacvick, and running on strongly was 5, Tibetan Skies. The time a brilliant run of 29:46.
Yes, Droopy's Jet, a supreme tracker, but also has had a lasting legacy as a sire. Not only has he become one of our most prolific sires, but he's also after siring 2 of the last 3 Derby winners in Lenson Bocco and Susie Sapphire, and he might just be finished yet. Now from one flying black to another. Down at Curryhean Park, the Laurels went to Not Last Billy, another hugely consistent star, a fella that was a bit of a superstar over 2 bends and 4 bends, and this is him on one of his big nights. Yeah, not last Billy, a very popular winner of the Irish Laurels for Graham Holland. Not Graham's first Laurels success, that came 3 years earlier with Seven Heads Bay. Now to the biggest race of the year down at Limerick at the time. Of course, it was the Ledger, and Chris Houlihan claiming a famous success with Cashin Mafuma.
The hare sent on its way. In 1, Price of Sky. 2 is Kingo. In 3, Skywalker Puma. 4, Cashin Mafuma. In 5, Tibetan Skies. And in 6, Head for Fame. In just over 30 seconds time, we'll know the winner of the 2012 Ledger. Hare up behind traps, and away they go in a fast start by 1, Price of Sky. 4 goes above Cashin Mafuma. Skywalker Puma's at the tail of the field. He has it all to do. It's Price of Sky. He may just justify his favouritism. 3, Skywalker Puma gets a great run to third, but it's 1, Price of Sky. He's going to have to go some to pick up this fellow. 4, Cashin Mafuma in second. 3, Skywalker Puma back in third, running a big race, but Price of Sky is going to be impossible to catch, surely. 4, Cashin Mafuma in second. 3, Skywalker Puma putting in his charge, but off the final turn, it's 1, Price of Sky. Here comes 4, Cashin Mafuma. Oh, what a race on the line! Desperately close. 4, Cashin Mafuma arrived with an absolute rush on the outside. It's 1 for the judge. Trap 1, Price of Sky had looked all over a winner, but 4, Cashin Mafuma running an absolute blinder in second spot. We weren't looking at him, we were looking at Skywalker Puma, but the run came from Cashin Mafuma. We said he was capable of doing so. For what it's worth, the winning time is 29.57, but we're going to have to wait for the judge to call the winner. Crowd here on the presentation area. Chris Houlihan accepting the trophy there with his Greyhound, of course, Cashin Mafuma. What a tense final, a really exceptional performance by Cashin Mafuma, emerging the winner of the 2012 Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Ledger.
Yes, Cashin Mafuma providing Chris Houlihan with a very memorable night at Limerick. And of course, Cashin Mafuma's sire had been the great Cashin legend, who had also provided Chris with classic glory just 3 years earlier, winning the Irish Laurels. Now it's time we take a look at some of the stars of 2013 as they were in action in the later part of 2012 in the National Puppy Stake, one of the most important competitions on the calendar. The eventual winner was Lemonade Turbo. Just before we show you his success in the final, the dog that lit up the competition was very much Paradise Madison. He passed in the last year, but what a record he has at Shelburne Park. It still stands in the 525, 27.67. This was that faithful night in the semi-finals of the National Puppy.
Roll the hair up behind traps, and away they go in a fast start by 1, Paradise Madison. 4 going up well Odyssey, but it's 1, Paradise Madison already. It's him against the clock into the second bend. 2 in second, Droopy Adler now squeezes through. 5 in third, Lemonade Turbo, but it's all about 1, Paradise Madison. The only battle here is indeed with the clock. 2, Droopy Adler running very well in second. Back in third, 5, Lemonade Turbo, but it's 1, Paradise Madison leads off the final turn. What can he do? He's stretching clear up the home straight. Paradise Madison, what a greyhound. Second is 2, Droopy Adler. Look at the clock. I can't believe it can be done. 27.67. It's perhaps the greatest run we've ever seen here at Shelburne Park by the wonder dog, Paradise Madison. Again, what a run. I'm breathless.
Yes, Paradise Madison, that record has stood the test of time. Here we are 10 years later, and not too many have gone close to it. It looks like standing for a bit longer yet. Meanwhile, the final itself, well, as you'd imagine, Paradise Madison was a very hot favourite, but luck not on his side. He took a tumble at the third bend. He was fine. He got up and raced on to be a star in 2013, winning the Champion Stakes. But on the big night, it was Lemonade Turbo that came home in front.
1, Lemonade Story. 2 is Paradise Madison. In 3, Lemonade Turbo. 4, Droopy Adler. 5 is Fear Big Star. And 6, Scolari Express. All eyes on 2, Paradise Madison. Here up behind traps, and away they go in a moderate start by the favourite. It's 3, Lemonade Turbo going up fast on the inside. 1, Lemonade Story. Little Brothers first and second, but now Madison gets clear in third spot. It's still trap 3, Lemonade Turbo that leads, but here comes 2, Paradise Madison up the inside. 1, Lemonade Story closing on the outer. It's 3, Lemonade Turbo. Will he? Oh, Paradise Madison hits the deck. He got up okay. He seems to be fine. It's 3 though. Lemonade Turbo leads off the final corner, and what a shock. Lemonade Turbo wins for Paddy Hennessy. Second is 4, Droopy Adler. 5, Fear Big Star is back in third, but thankfully trap 2, Paradise Madison got up and galloped on into the escape. The winning time 28.49. All credit to Lemonade Turbo. He did save it for the night that mattered. And the result of the 2012 Cumberford Cakes National Puppy Stake. A fine victory for trap 3, Lemonade Turbo. Second was 4, Droopy Adler, with 5 back in third, Fear Big Star. The winning time, 28.49.
Yes, Lemonade Turbo, a tremendous winner of the National Puppy Stake in 2012. He went on to be a semi-finalist in the Conor Kirby Memorial, the first running of said competition in 2013, before having a stellar career in the UK. What a charge he was for his connections. As I said, Paradise Madison got up, dusted himself off, and continued to be a star for quite some time. Now we take a look at the first Night of Stars. Yes, indeed, 10 years ago, 2012, and what a great night's racing it was. Championship races over the 8 distances, or 7 distances, should I say, with the Bitch 525. But the one we're going to bring you, and of course, a race that we still talk about these days, is the clash of Sparta Maestro and Ballymackeskey, one for the ages.
In 1 Ballymackeskey, 2 Kingo, 3 Tibetan Skies, 4 Uncle Owen, 5 Monleague Force, and in 6 Sparta Maestro. And away they go. Sparta Maestro well away. Ballymackeskey well away. It's set up, folks. On the outside, Sparta Maestro. The inside, Ballymackeskey. Into the corner. Sparta Maestro running wide, but leading from Ballymackeskey. Just over a length into the back. Maestro in front. Ballymackeskey challenging on the inside. Then comes King on Tibetan Skies into the third bend, and Sparta Maestro in front. Ballymackeskey checks. Ballymack in second spot as Sparta Maestro onto the final bend, runs wide but leads, and Sparta Maestro up the straight, and Sparta Maestro goes on to win it. Sparta Maestro wins it from Ballymackeskey and Tibetan Skies. An absolute thriller, folks. The time 32:29, and what a way to finish the Night of Stars. Well, folks, a thrilling finish to the Night of Stars. The gain feed 600, won by Sparta Maestro, jointly owned by John Fitzgerald and Phil Goff, from 1 Ballymackeskey and 3 Tibetan Skies, time 32:29.
Yes, a wonderful performance by Sparta Maestro as he just got the better of Ballymackeskey in one of the great tussles of all time. Phil Goff, the trainer of Sparta Maestro, for his great pal John Fitzgerald, who sadly passed in recent times. Of course, the feature in every year is the Derby itself, and in 2012 we had a very special winner, Skywalker Puma, providing Francis and Matt O'Donnell with the 4th Derby success, a special Greyhound on a special night.
As the hare now comes around the final bend and up behind traps. And away they go, and it's a very level start. It's number 3, Cool Cougar, the leader, and Tire Sugar Ray has missed it, and 5 is second into the corner. That's Cooley Corinne Imp, Razzle Dazzle George is next, and Skywalker Puma perfectly positioned down in third, and he's really motoring as 3 Cool Cougar leads from 5 Cooley Corinne Imp. 2 Skywalker Puma gets into second and looks the winner. It's 3 Cool Cougar in front, but here comes the Puma on the outside. It's Cougar in front, the Puma finishing on the near side, and Skywalker Puma on the wide outside from 3 Cool Cougar, 1 Razzle Dazzle George running on strongly at the finish, but it looks as though Skywalker Puma has won it. Well, a super race there in the final of the Ladbrokes Irish Greyhound Derby, and what a performance from number 2 Skywalker Puma, trained by Francis O'Donnell for Ray Patterson, son of Royal Impact and Diana's Ranger, winning by a neck from number 3 Cool Cougar, with 1 Razzle Dazzle George 3.5 lengths away third, the time 29:39.
Yeah, he's got a brain, and you can put him inside outside anywhere, and he has, from the second bin on, real gear.
He got tight for room in the early stages. He decided to switch out wide. He cut back in,
Anywhere there's a gap. He's only a 2-year-old. What time did he do?
29:39, Matt.
Have a nice trot. Coming the way he did it, like.
Yes, a wonderful way to finish our review of 2012. Skywalker Puma, such a hugely fast greyhound, had a stellar racing career, but that was certainly the feature, winning the 2012 Irish Greyhound Derby for Francis and Matt O'Donnell. Wonderful to see Matt O'Donnell speaking to our cameras at the time. Sadly, Matt passed away in early 2016, a true legend of greyhound racing. Well, that's it for our review of 2012. Great to look back at some of the characters, some of the brilliant performances, and of course, the numerous superstar greyhounds on the track. That's it from us. We'll see you next time.